Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. What are we today? The last episode was melting. Yeah, it was. We're Hellhorned today. Cool. Move the keyboard back, move the microphone closer. Let's begin, shall we? I spent my time on stream last night. I did 3 runs of Umbra melting / melting Umbra, trying to learn something new. I wanna give you my findings before those videos make it to YouTube, because there's such a big backlog on stream highlights that it's probably gonna be a week or 2 until those videos go up. Shroud Spike is a good card. That's the takeaway. If you're struggling with Umbra melting, just draft Shroud Spike. That's it. That's the whole plan. That's all I learned. Today we are red-green with Seraph the Chaste, Ritual of Battle, Steel Enhancer, Pyre Chomper. Alright. Pyre Chomper is one of the best imps that you do not want in your deck. Oh. Well, Impsicle is really strong. Like, both of these I think are very strong. I think that Impsicle is very strong, and I think that Wing Steel is very strong. I think that I'm gonna go Impsicle. It's fun. It's exciting. I like it. And we do not get a choice. We're going Raffle. Right on. Hopefully you're doing well today. I haven't recorded Ratropolis yet, so I don't really know why. I decide what I'm going to record first by just clicking randomly. Like, I click one of the 2 games. Armor 10. I think we're good to take this. The obvious pickup here with Revenge Prince is Spikes, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Every time I get Revenge Prince, I don't get Spikes, and vice versa. Spikes, no Revenge Prince, or Revenge Prince, no Spikes. Take your pick. I'm going to do a classic setup, top 4. We'll work away at him down here. Oh yeah, don't forget to do the like, the comment, and the subscribe. You know what to do. You guys don't need me to tell you. I mean, literally you do need me to tell you by the analytics decree. However, you don't need me to tell you. I'll take a damage if I Molting Imp. I guess I can avoid it. It's probably worth it. It's probably, it's a difference of taking damage versus getting the collector here, right? I think this is fine, because there's also worlds where I don't get hit here. And we gotta ping our imp because these are damage shield boys. I think there's a world where I don't take damage from this guy. Yeah, and this is the world, actually, where I draw Ritual of Battle here. Cool. Solid. I still get hit on the next turn, but that was always gonna happen. I think that was always gonna happen. Yeah, that's always gonna happen here. That's fine. I guess we just work away at these backline boys. Hopefully hit a Molting Imp to kill him off. And if we only take 5 from this trial, I'm happy. However, this man in the back is threatening. Alright, we hit a Molting Imp. Thanks, Molting Imp. Cool. 5 damage for the trial and the collector. Solid. I would call that good. And we can even gang up a bunch of imps here. Alright, so with Impsicle, we're going to be looking... With Impsicle and Pyre Chomper, I'm willing to pick up a Crucible, or Crucible Collector, Consumer of Crowns, Crucible Collector. What did I play all night last night? Melting Umbra? Yeah, that sounds right. I don't think I had a single run with Crucible Collector, though. Fortify or Vent? Vent is good. No Spikes. Instead of being offered a good card from Awoken, I was offered 2 uncommon cards. Thank you. Take Vine Grasp. Vine Mother? No, I'll pick Shattered Shell here. I don't hate the idea of going Shattered Shell. Although, so Animus of Will versus Shattered Shell. Maybe, actually I'm gonna go Animus of Will. She's a little better, I think. Because we have the Impsicle, I think she's better. Quick, plus 25, and plus 10. Animus of Seed, Wilting Sapwood. Seraph the Chase, Wilting Sapwood is not bad here. It leads us down a line that I kind of like where, yeah, I'm going to grab this. I want to try. So our plan here is going to be upgrade Animus very well, duplicate her, put one behind the Wilting Sapwood, and then put one behind the Prince, and that's going to be our play. Hopefully we pick up some spikes somewhere along the way for our Prince as well, but we'll see. So I do need to give her some form of health, and I don't want to give her Large Stone. I can hold off and go here. So I'm always going to give the Animus a +10. The question is, am I giving her a +25? I think the answer is yeah. I think that is just fine. Basically, this is one of those decisions that it's kind of a philosophy I follow where even though this isn't maybe ideal, like +5, +10 is a little better, this is good enough and it should allow us to have power to take some future trials. Like, the next 2 trials offered should be fine because I grabbed this, and then we can snowball those trials into greater and greater things, right? Spikes trial. I think I can get away with it. Yeah, I think I can get away with it. Although it's a lot. This is a lot of spikes. I think it should be fine, though. And then, yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. Doesn't feel like it's going to be a win right now. We need a little armor generation, and then I'll tell you this is a win. Yeah, Fire Chomper. And Wilting Sapwood helps in the early game with that 15 damage. I like that. Where I can, I'm going to ping off these backliners as well. Although I do lose energy, it's not that big of a deal. Picking up a cool X card to go with Wilting Sapwood would be solid here. Nice, free money. And then the big one here, playing Rage on Animus is really good. Of course. Let me just get the kill. Excellent. We're gonna crush this combat. Everything went just about right. Wilting Sapwood makes some weird ass noise. You hear that shit? You alright, buddy? You hear the sounds that this guy's making? Yeah, just press enter. He's massive. This is a clean combat. I don't think we take anything here whatsoever. This is going to take a lot of energy along with us. How much energy? Only 7. That's reasonable. Only 11. That's oh, sorry, 10. Miscounted. But yeah, 51 times 3 on Animus is actually really reasonable. Like, it's very strong. We're probably going to look to upgrade the Ritual of Battle. I know, I am Mr. Ritual of Battle garbage. However, this is a run where it's very strong. Because we have Animus. It's 3 times as effective to give her Rage. Plus it got buffed. Take a Hidden Passage, I think, here. I like the flexibility of Hidden Passage is too good. And then Sharpen. Cool. Alright. This is a winning run. Give me one moment. I had to take a drink. I think we want to go for the Relic. There's nothing I really want here. Health on the Wilting Sapwood isn't critical. And neither is a Hellhorned Banner. We have all the units we want. We're gonna go right. And grab a Herschel Sword here. Oh. Real Hammer is good. It's better. Real Hammer is really good. Yeah, this is a pretty solid one. Now, X5ing. I've said in the past use X5 if you have a double upgraded unit. However, here it's not that important to do so. An interesting card to X5 would be like Sharpen or Steel Enhancer. But I'm just gonna do ×1 on Sharpen. And now I just want to go to a magic shop, upgrade with Ritual Battle with a double stack -1, and then we just want to target removals. And I think we have a solid line to win the game already. Like, walking into Daedalus talking about how the cards in our deck will beat Seraph is a good feeling. This run should be hard to throw. But I will do my best. I will try my hardest to throw this one for you. I will not. Let's save the Sapwood energy. More than giving this guy Rage, saving her energy is good. I'm pretty sure that this sound effect is like a regular scream that they reversed the sound for. I'm pretty sure that's what we're listening to when that happens, like when it takes damage. I don't think I like that. maybe I like that. I don't know how I feel about that, I'll be honest with you. Thanks, Fire Chomper. Bombs on Daedalus are no problem. This is a great combat because we have Imsicle. Also, obviously, although maybe not necessarily obviously, but solid pickup here is of course going to be Transcendent, if offered. I just play out cards, it doesn't really matter. No Razor Sharp Edge on this one, but I think that we can make do with Rage. Call it Rage or Sharp Edge. You like that one? No? Okay. Honestly, me neither. Yeah, he's just gonna scale out of control here. The Animus is just there to kill bosses. He's gonna wipe almost everything. With bosses and secondary heavies that he can't kill because we don't get to give him multi-strike anymore. But the extra 4 on Railhammer is pretty cool. There really is just a lot of good pickups on this run. I'm thinking about it as well, is like, on top of what I've already mentioned, we could also pick up something like Alloy of the Ancients or Branding Right to really seal the deal, right? Like, any Rage card is good, like, Dark Deal's good. It's just like, we're really happy. Like, there's so many good pickups, and yet we don't need anything. Because our boy here is getting up to an 80 on his attack, plus he's gaining 48 armor that round. Look at that. Look at that. Obviously this combat's a little better for him than most because of the explosive seal. He gets to double trigger Rage. But yeah, this is powerful. That's powerful. Yeah, good fight, good fight. Alright. Solid. Unfortunately, we do not get to take One Horn's Tome here. I know. Don't do it. Trust me. Just honestly, I want you to have a moment with me. I want you to understand. I have not tried it. However, trust me. One Horn's Tome plus Rage Prince, bait. Oh, it's not so bad if you just generate armor. Yeah, and how are you generating armor? I think these cards are a skip. You could maybe take Rail Spike, but I think that there's a reason to actually. With Pyre Chomper, with the energy we generate, this card's actually fine. X-Cost cards make sense here. I don't need anything else here. And I think we want energy. So Rage fell. I still think we want energy. Double sweep on the bosses is rough. Rage fell, Chase Seraph is kind of gross. But we got the flat 25. It should not be a big deal. I feel like more energy is solid, but it's energy and draw on this one for sure. I don't think we want Light of Seraph. I'm gonna go draw right now, actually. We have the Wilting Sapwood, I think it's fine. I think it's fine to go draw first. We may even go so far as to double draw, depending on what we're offered. Okay. Need to go to this magic shop. Double stack, please? Oh, it's just too easy. It's just too easy. It's just, I'm too good. What can I say? What more can I say? I'm just too damn good. Holdover too? I don't even need a holdover, but I mean, if you insist. Oh no, I couldn't possibly take a holdover here. Oh, if you insist. I think we're gonna hold over on something that's relatively solid. Like, honestly, Holdover Sharpen doesn't seem bad, but it also doesn't seem that good. Like, nothing seems that great to hold over here. Holdover Steel Enhancer is just like a free +3/+3 per round, which is flexible but not great, I don't think. Holdover Hidden Passage is fine, but it's not crazy. It's just kind of nice. Actually, honestly, I don't think we want to hold over here. Nothing feels like it's game-winning if I hold it over. Instead, we're just going to vote a -1 on the Ritual Battle, and then we're going to take 2 removals. Train Stewards don't need to go right now because we have the space to play them. I think it's best to remove Restore. Yeah. Good. We get from here, because it's 30 cards, and I think that walking out of Daedalus with 30 cards is fine, but in those 30 cards you need to have a win condition outlined, and then now that we have our win condition outlined, we can just, like, we have everything we need. We don't need any more upgrades. We just go to every single possible removal and win the game, basically. Now we're going to take a bunch of curses here because it's kind of hard to kill these curse boys. However, it's fine. Opening hand of 4 torches is also fine. It is also fine. Obviously, this combat is perhaps a little scarier than some other combats at this timing, but it's not that scary. I don't need to play Ritual Battle here. I can get the Collector. Essentially, this is something that I want to point out as well. This is something that you may or may not recognize as the correct play, right? Because getting this Ritual Battle down is good, don't get me wrong. However, I think that wherever possible, as long as we have a reasonable line to killing this Cliff Guardian, which I think we do, it's going to be pretty close depending on the draw, right? If we get a Sharpen, it's pretty solid. Steel Enhancers are good. Another Ritual Battle in the deck, plus depending on the imp they give us. But given the circumstances that we are in here, I think that the most reasonable play is to take the Collector, take no pyre damage. In the worst case, we're probably going to take a 5 or a 6 out of this Cliff Guardian, so we're only risking 3 pyre damage. And in the better cases, we save ourselves a total of 3 pyre damage, right? Whereas if I Ritual Battle... Right, let's talk out this turn in its entirety, right? There's 3 main lines here. Ritual of Battle, Weight of Contrition, which is no pyre damage, or 3 pyre, yeah, no pyre damage, no Collector. Ritual of Battle, Molting Imp, which is 3 pyre damage guaranteed, and Collector. And then there's Molting Imp, Weight of Contrition, which is no pyre damage, no Collector. Ah, I am getting a delivery. I will be back momentarily after the dogs are done barking. Alright, where was I? Basically, as I was saying, right? Essentially, there's 3 main lines, and I think that obviously you look at this and you go, oh yeah, but taking 3 pyre damage isn't that bad, and you're right. Taking 3 pyre damage isn't that bad, but the potential risk is only 6 pyre damage, right? And in some world, and in many worlds, I think we come out of this, depending on our draws here, taking no damage at all. So I think it is correct to play it like this. Even if it doesn't seem... Even if it doesn't work out, I still think that this line is correct, because there's a lot of situations I can see where we end up taking nothing for it. And yeah, we end up taking nothing for it here, and if we don't draw the Ritual Battle there, right, and we just hit a bad imp as well, there's still other draws, right? Steel Enhancer kills that guy, and then there's only a 9/2 which we can ping down. We could draw a Sharpen, right? There's a lot of outs to not take damage there, which is what leads me to believe that the correct line is that one. It's interesting though, right? It's something to look at and consider. I think, anyway. If we play it out like this, we get the armor on the Prince, which is good. And we can put a heal on him just to heal him. Solid. Alright. And I think we should come out of this combat taking 0 as a result, which is good. Very happy to see that. The Meep shall inherit the earth and overcome the 9/2. Double Sharpen is good here, but it's not that solid. I think it's just okay, actually. I'm gonna think of it. I think we want to play 1 Sharpen. What's in here? It's a bunch of garbage. But if I play this Awoken's Railspike at 4, I do probably get the Pyre Chomper for free. I think we play it at 2 and just hope we hit the Pyre Chomper, because that's a pretty good outcome. So we play 1 Spikes here, I think, and then we go Spike. Nice. That's a good outcome. Oh wait. Kind of an awkward one. It's fine, we can just ping him away. Then we double up our spikes on our champion and give him a little more rage. We're gonna work to heal him. He's not getting a ton of slays in here, as you can imagine. It's to be expected, honestly. And that's okay. Like, the doubling the Animus at some point, like if I do that, it's gonna mostly just serve to give our Prince a bunch of slays, but in reality he doesn't need them because of the spikes. But it's not a bad idea to aim for, I don't think. There's a lot of ways we can go about this, right? There's a lot of ways you can imagine a victory here, I believe. I don't even think it's that much of an you don't even have to stretch your imagination that far, I don't think. Alright, good enough. And we took 0, see? Now, just because it worked out this time doesn't mean it always works out, but I think that the line... Identifying a line where you have a reasonable chance of taking 0 and going for that one instead of taking 3 is important. Minor optimizations like that are what this game is about, I think. Ah yes, branding right. That's good. I think that these are not great. Just skip it. And I think that from here we add almost nothing else. The cards are they are going to have to offer us something pretty incredible. Basically just Dark Deal. And otherwise we just go to Vortex after Vortex and remove. I think we can remove like 2 torches and then after this we pull the 4 train stewards out. Let's see what the trinket shop has. Do I have any consume cards? I have 1. I have 1 consume card. Probably not worth it. I'll roll this. I'm willing to roll for a better relic. Sap Tap is okay. What Sap Tap does is it lets me leave these 3 restores in with certainty, but it's not that good. Lightstone Casing is kind of neat, actually. It lets us do some fun stuff with Ritual of Battle, right? Give it another -1, or give it Holdover. Plus Branding, right? 2 -1s and a Holdover, or 2 -1s and a double stack. Yeah, I'm willing to go for this. It's gonna cost a lot, but we just have to maximize our income. I'll trade Pyre Health for money here if they offer it. Oh. I think that the best choice here is probably just Gift of Gratitude. Oh my god, and then the phone rings? Ugh. What a cursed recording. It's, there's no peace. It's just, there's no peace. I should really remember to unplug that phone. But I will never. Because it never rings. Except for exactly when I'm recording. Alright. I think that we're gonna grab a Gift of Gratitude here. Because aggressive is cool, but I don't think we need it on this run. And then stealthy, it's like over time this is probably going to be more money, but I think this is typically going to be worth enough that I think it's good. It's going to be worth like 200 upfront, and upfront money feels better than long term. Plus we already have torches and spikes. I don't really want to be stealing kills from the prince. I think Gift of Gratitude, you have many reasons to choose it as your best choice here. And let's go. Shall we? Multi-strike, of all of the things in this world you can do, I think the scariest thing you can do is picking multi-strike into the sycophants of Seraph. As a result, I think I'm just gonna not. This combat will probably be fairly easy as long as I draw spikes at a good timing. And I'm not gonna find out if it's gonna kill me. That's all. Fire Tromper goes here. Prince up here with a Welder Helper. as soon as we draw spikes, this combat looks very simple. What is this? This is gonna be 4-8, so I can play a Train Steward here. And this looks okay, at least. Ideally, I draw spikes this turn, or a Molting Imp to catch Collector. I had a feeling. Or I just cash in. Honestly, I think I just cash in 240 gold here. I can't catch this Collector no matter how you slice it. I'll just take the money. Better than the Ritual Battle. Just cash in 240 gold, nice and easy. That's fine. Missed 75 gold, but we gained a lot. Thanks, Wilting Sapwood. Very cool. Alright, spikes please. Good. Yeah, now this combat looks extremely straightforward. We take this one for sure. This is the only scary wave right here, and now he's just gonna die. Yeah, he's just gonna die for sure. And we earn a bunch of armor as well, thanks to Railhammer. Thank you for your service, Wilting Sapwood. Honestly, Wilting Sapwood's doing a great job. Very happy with it. Very, very happy with what it's doing for our company here. So I have to play out at least one Train Steward. Drawing 9 is still too many. Drawing 8 is now acceptable. Yeah, that seems like a really... I would argue that that turn we just took was pretty strong. I would rank that turn as powerful, I think. If we can do that in like like, oh my god, if we can do that in the future, oh lord. Oh jeez, that's power. I could have had the prince kill that guy if I had torched him. I didn't do the math because it doesn't matter. Bye bye. Yeah. That was a pretty good turn though. Solid. Reasonable, one might say. We can just press E to E now. And this is the highest damage output combat as well. Well, it would have been if I didn't draw that at the right timing. But this kills Seraph, 100%. In Relentless, this kills Seraph. I'm pretty sure. I guess not 100%, but I'm relatively certain that this kills Seraph. Yeah, how could it not? He's 300 armor on the Hornbreaker Prince kills Seraph, so we're good. We're looking solid here. Nice. Alright. All we have to do is not die. I will pick nothing. We don't need to add anything else. All we have to do now, I mean, okay. I will pick Awoken's Rail Spike number 2, I guess. There's really no reason not to, right? Especially with what we're able to do with it. I like it. I like it. Even in the worst case, we just play it like for very cheap and call it good. And we're just hitting every removal. Now we remove Train Stewards. They are starting to get, like, 4 is too many. I probably should have removed 1 a little sooner, but with a proper draw, you end up playing all 4 of them on your first time through. And now we get to see Lightstone Casing in action. Probably by just -1 here. What do I even want to hold over? Oh my god. The possibilities are endless. Holdover Branding Right is strong, Holdover Ritual Battle is strong. Holdover Ritual Battle is expensive though, this is the big problem. It's 2 energy. I think I would rather make it cost 1. We want to get this deck to a point where, in reality, we want to get to a point where Holdover doesn't matter. We do that by removing enough cards. However, until then I will just hold over Branding Right. Remove a Restore. Why can't I double stack? It's criminal. 32 rage, please. I think I'll just make this apply 48 armor. There's no like, oh, we rolled poorly against Rage Fell if you just have holdover 48 armor here. Yeah, that's power. I would say that's power. And this is the Monster Rail Spike event. Burning a Train Steward is fine, and burning a spell is fine. I think that they are basically exactly the same here. I'll burn a Train Steward. Either way you slice it, this is just remove 1. I think getting that event before Daedalus, you always do the Train Steward, because the 25-28 Train Steward is actually pretty formidable. 75 damage into Daedalus is no joke. Among other possible outcomes you can have with it. Alright. Rage Fell, and I don't think I've ever felt more confident against Rage Fell than I do here. I'm honestly really happy with how we're getting Sapwood drawn. Takes 12 damage. I think I am still gonna set up like this. I think it is fine. It just gives him a bunch of free rage, and having 1 extra turn is good to hopefully be able to kill this heavy without getting hit. Now when she rages down here and kills the Sapwood, I'm a little less happy, but, you know, I suppose we cannot be too choosy. 30. I mean, I play the Welder Helper anyway, even if it's just worth more energy, and it's worth a little more than more energy there. It's worth more energy on the next turn as well. And if we draw a spike here, we probably win the game. Yeah, we probably win the game. Especially with a Pyre Chomper as well. I don't mind if I do.
Oh, we wipe this 4? Oh, because he's so massive. Oh, because he's so big. Very cool. Alright. So I wanna bring my cards down. I guess I just kill you, play Fledgling Imp, and then spike for 8. I'm gonna hit the other spike and that's okay. We're just gonna not play it. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. So we just start branding writing here. And I think that we just play our train stewards. Get them gone. God, the damage output on this floor is crazy. Armor 19, so I should probably just ping these guys away. Right? Doesn't it feel right to ping these away? Let me think about it. If she rages them, it is, and if she doesn't, it isn't. But I think we're just gonna be safe. It's not like I don't have the damage output to punch through this clip reflector. All right, I mean, we basically have won this combat now. We won this combat without taking damage. I'm almost certain. What I'm gonna do for 100% certainty here is I'm just gonna put a branding right onto, and she did rage this floor. Rage fell. Eat shit. Fuck off. No one likes you. I didn't do the math, I just kind of thought that might do the kill there. It does not. Doesn't matter. Oh, that's right, there's a bug with double stack and branding right. And not double stack and branding right, there's a bug with double stack and rail hammer on an armor card. It only gives you 44, despite saying it's supposed to give 48. I should submit that as a bug report. I mean, I probably won't, I'll be honest with you. I'm very lazy, but, you know, it's just something to keep your eye out for, I suppose. Raw power, because you can see, right, but it gives Prince, no, it gives him 44, yeah. It says it gives 48, but it only gives 44. Super weird, right? Feels very strange to me that it works that way. I imagine it's just a bug, but I don't have any way to know. So perhaps it's meant to be that way. But then the text should be different if it is not meant to be that way, I suppose. Just something to watch out for. I had it cost me a run once. I missed killing a boss by like 4 armor. Depending on how you look at it, it may not be like, you know, you can't answer if that actually cost me my run, depending on how you feel about it, but it cost me my run because I was 4 short of killing the 4/7 boss, and instead I took 52 damage, and then like the one more round would have made me not take damage because I would have killed him in time. But it's interesting. Oh, she raged this floor 3 times, so we're taking damage. That's kind of gross, Fel. Please stop raging this floor. This torch is super free. You know, if you make a card free twice, it becomes super free? I made that up. It doesn't, there's nothing more. There's no more to this joke. The bit's over. Go home. I wouldn't even calling it a bit would be very generous. Calling it a joke would also be very generous. The only joke here is me. And also Fel when she gets to this top floor. You guys want to hear a good joke? Rage Fel. I'm Rage Fel, you're not Rage Fel. Rage plus Animus of Will seems pretty strong, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna come out and say it. I know, it's a hot take, I know. But Spike's Prince and Rage on Animus seems really strong. Hot take. We put out a lot of damage. I would pick Transcendent, and that's basically it. Although Impolate is strong here. And this could be the run to gold it too. Because this is scaling upwards damage. So here's the thing, right? This is the interesting one, because I don't pick cards just to gold them. But I have to ask myself, would I pick Impolate because basically, does this actually do anything? Just finishing off my drink real quick. I think the answer is yeah. I think I see Impolate smoothing out the early game for us a little bit. Even though it only does 15, it scales up with Impsicle. And even at like 45 damage, it'll probably get our Prince an early kill that might make a difference. I think that it's worth it. I don't think we need Fell's Remorse because of how we've been... Yeah, I think we can just take double draw. I think it's fine. I think it's very, very A-okay with me. And then we just keep going to removals, like I said. We go to every unstable vortex that's offered because the run is powerful. When you're not powerful or you need specific upgrades, you have to divert, but because we're very powerful, I think Torch is worse now. Healing for Branding Right is good. On the entire run, we've taken 5 damage total, which is pretty good. Permafrost is pretty good here. However, at these magic shops, I just want to do -1s. Even though we have the big spike, I'm just gonna keep playing -1. I know, I can put Consume on as well, but I honestly just want -1s. I just want to make these cards cheaper. Because I took double draw. It's kind of what Lightstone Casing lets us do. And we're gonna hopefully ball out of control here now. Shadewings and Mark of Invasion. Mark of Invasion can hurt me, but it's not that big of a deal because we have full Pyre health. It's probably the easiest trial to take here. Shadewings can hurt us, but they're probably not going to. Well, depends on the draw timing, I suppose. Even on turn 1, this card's relatively helpful. Okay. 10, 15, 20. Okay, I have to make sure I don't have my Prince die, is all. But he won't if I play him here. He will not die, because he goes before Animus. However, of course, there's one big thing looming over us, of course, which is these two. These two clowns. The two jabronis on the bottom floor. I think the best play is to put Pyre Chomper down in front just to take a 5 for Prince, keep him a little higher on the health. I think by playing it like this, I should more or less guarantee his survival. Yeah. Because we're gonna do this. And if nothing else, Impulate has already proven itself worthy. He gets a lot of rage off of this as well. And if we take 30 for 400 gold, I think it's worth it. Now, obviously he's dead right now. Mr. Prince? Yeah, he's dead right now. However, the plan is to draw into something that saves him. And we did. We drew into many, many options to save him. So now we gotta talk about what the best line is here. There's multiple. There's multiple lines. There's a lot of things we can do here. This is where you go, I wish I had taken energy, because having Sapwood out second is rough. I can't afford to play Sapwood here, I don't think. Well, okay. Let's talk through all of the lines. Because there's the line that gets us the Collector, which is Ascend, probably just Ascend Branding Right Imp. Downside is we get no spikes, upside is we catch Collector. There's the line that puts Wilting Sapwood in play, which is Sapwood down here and then Branding Right. I think I'm always playing Steel Enhancer here, by the way. Get that out of the way. Yeah, I think that the line is probably skip Sapwood, skip Spikes, because they're too expensive. Take Collector, and take Armor on Prince and secure the combat. I think that this is our best line. Yeah, if we had one more energy, that turn looks really clean. That's okay. Prince is going to start killing enemies now. And it's fine. This is the look at how double heavy waves look, and it's a little scary, to be fair. I'm so good at hitting Pyre Chomper on the turn with Rail Spike, which is nice. So we play Pyre Chomper. We're probably not going to go super in on this Rail Spike. I'm probably just playing it for a little bit. Yeah, because I'm going to play it for 2. Well, what's in here? Actually, I'm not going to play it for 2 because that's a waste. But then again, it is also... It's fine. I could actually... Yeah, I think the best line is here is probably Impish Scholar. To bring back that torch to ping this guy. Saves us 10 damage guaranteed. I can vent for 3 to kill him, but this is cleaner. And then that's double heavy's gone, and now we start to scale. We got there. After this round, we got there. After we survived this round, I'll say we got there, actually. I'm pretty sure we got there, but you know. Okay, now we got there. Now we got there. Because 4 spikes, big point about Sharpen. 4 spikes doesn't kill a 5 health enemy, so he has to take 2 hits from this guy to kill it. This effectively makes him take 15 less damage every round. This means that he takes 30 instead of 60 from here. Halves the overall damage intake. It's just very strong. And he starts wiping entire floors himself on single heavies. What is Impulate up to? 90 damage is really respectable from Impulate. And, I mean, to be fair, I took it to help smooth out the turn 1, turn 2. And what did it do for us? Immediately, it smoothed out turn 1 and turn 2. Thanks, Impulate. You, like, not 100%, but you probably saved the run. Probably. So, glad you're here, my man. Prince would look a little bit more potentially dead if it weren't for you. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All that matters is I don't accidentally kill my prince with a branding right. Which I won't do. I hope. It would be interesting if Vine Grasp was deal 3 damage and move a unit to the front or back. I think this card is relatively strong, but it'd be cool to be able to do things like pull Steel Wings all the way to the back here just for the heck of it. It'd be interesting if there were things like that, right? Where you got, it'd maybe be hard to implement, but I imagine you could do it, right? Where you just click and drag which way you want him to go. That'd be cool. He commands us to stop, by the way. We better stop. This guy means business. He commanded us. I command you to S on my D. And also leave your friends behind. My imp. Yeah. Alright. Solid. Just all around solid. 30 damage on that trial is expected. It is what I would imagine. Could take Pyrogrow there. I should have taken Pyrogrow there. Yeah. Pyrogrow. Although Pyrogrow doesn't really do much for us, I don't think. Keep going to removals. And we finally get to put some upgrades on the sapwood. The thing is, right, because I didn't rush to any more upgrade shops, and it's because the sapwood getting upgrades doesn't matter. Unfortunately for it. Rage Does Not Decay would be pretty nutty. Hell's Banners is really good here. Yeah, this solves our energy problems right away. Solid. Before anything else, let's peep the Steel Merchant. We just want health for sapwood, basically. I'm gonna roll this Trinket Shop now. Double summon effects is pretty fun. And instead of rolling the other shop, I'm just gonna take one more removal. And look at that, we got this deck down to 21 cards. What'd I tell you? You leave Daedalus with a 30 card deck that you go this beats Seraph with these cards, and then you just pick up a few things that are good. Branding right, Impulate, and then you power out a bunch of removals. And to be fair, outside of like the branding right's pretty helpful, but I think the Impulate we could have probably survived without it. Although it's hard to say. Sapwood counteracts a lot of the Emberdrain we'll take in the early game. And I'll do my best to keep it alive for the early sections of the game by doing things like playing Welder Helper and pinging off 15 threes. Because I want that energy to counteract that Emberdrain for sure. And thanks to Hell's Banners, I mean, we get to do that, right? Without Hell's Banners, it would have looked a little more awkward there for sure. Get our Prince some spikes. Yeah, we're gonna take this pretty easily here, I imagine. Get to even do Ritual of Battle. Fire Chomper, and then we get to play a Rail Spike for 8 thanks to Ashes of the Fallen. Oh. Oh, and we get to do it again. Oh, what an insane turn. The whole deck is free. Every single card in this deck is going to be free. That is crazy. Oh my god. I guess Hidden Passage is going to cost 1. I am sweating a little bit after seeing that. Yeah, I don't care about Hidden Passage either. It's fine. That is Wilting Sapwood who. That is crazy. That is crazy powerful. I applied 16 spikes that turn. Holy moly, that is power. All right, it was strong, but like what we didn't realize is how strong this is. Apparently, who needs energy when you just have 7 draw and your entire deck is free because of Ashes of the Fallen? Turns out that Ashes of the Fallen, good card. Yeah, or a good relic. Doubling imp summon effects, good. I spent so much time going imps bad, I don't like imps, and I was wrong. Imps are insane. They're imp-sane. We could probably just press end turn every turn and win the game now, honestly. And this is gonna gold impolate too. There's some runs I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna win or not. I keep a little suspense because I'm actually uncertain. There's no uncertainty. Death approaches for Seraph and it's not pretty. Lower my rage. See if I care. There is no uncertainty here. Not even the slightest amount of uncertainty in my mind. Because even in the worst worlds, enough armor on this prince kills Seraph. The only thing that can kill us are the double heavies. Now, to be fair, the rage is going to dip pretty low, but I should be able to apply 8 to 16 per round, and we're already at pretty much enough. I guess it's not quite enough, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting hit. Wait a minute. Seraph, you've done it. You've hurt me. I should probably just bring back a consumed card. Torch is solid. Are they free still? I guess the torch isn't free. Alright, alright. You got me, Seraph. You got me. That's fair. Reasonable. Understandable. Good job. You hit me. That's 10 damage. It might actually be 20 damage. It is 20 damage. You know what? The rage loss, it is gonna matter a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna throw overconfident. No, come on. When we have a turn like this, though, come on. Even with all of that lost rage, I'll impolate 105 here. There's no reason not to. Because you can't take away that steel enhancer stuff as well. Solid. It's over. I don't know. What if? Aha, what if I lose it though? I could lose it off of like having... No, I can't lose this, right? I'd have to let these heavies go up at full health. Not each of these heavies, but 2 of these heavies have to go up at full health, and we're drawing double rage turns like this, right? No way. Not a chance. I'm leaving it to Welder Helper. Or not Welder Helper, Impolate. I'm happy with the Impolate pickup though. I think it did enough in this run. Impsicle Ashes of the Fallen though. Ugh. Disgusting. What else can you say? Disgusting. Only 114 on that guy. What a shame. Could Vine Grasp into the front, but then I'm taking damage. Let's not get overconfident, of course. But we have it. Of course we have it. How on earth? It's just a naturally over the course of this run, we generated 707 armor on this prince. Through spikes and slaying all the backline and just the actual held over double stacked branding right, and all of these welder helpers just mad with power. And take our extra rage as well. 88 damage total. 87 damage total. So we could have handled Seraph about 10 more times. We could have killed Seraph about 10 times over with this one. Pretty good. I had a run recently that was really powerful. We did the math and I could have killed Seraph like 18 times over with a really strong Alpha Fiend plus Rage Prince setup. Pretty strong runs. Yeah, but, you know, what do you expect, right? Just basically, what you can take away from this run is when you walk out of Daedalus with something that looks this powerful, Rage plus Animus, you can turn that into a win that's extremely consistent, right? I think that something that I hear people complain about a lot in this game. By the way, this is I guess before I go into my end game spiel here, I'll let you bathe in the glory. 83 Slay Trigger.
That's mastery on Hellhorned. There's only one clan and 2 clanless cards left to master. How about it? And I don't think that Impolite was worthless there. I think that Impolite was a smart pickup, and it helped even out some of the awkward turns. I mean, having the ability to kill one of those Shadewings on floor 7 might have saved the run. It's hard to say, because you don't know what you would have drawn instead, but it's pretty close, and I think that was a winning, like, it was a winning line, right? So, thanks, Impolite. You did your job. Good job, buddy. Well timed. But what you can take away from this is I hear a lot of people talk and complain in this game how it feels like you have a lot less ways to manipulate your draw. I hear this argument a lot. Not really argument, but like this stance a lot. And I disagree because you compare it to Slay the Spire, right? There's a lot of common cards, and like a lot of the common cards in Slay the Spire are just like effect plus draw 1, right? However, in this game, there's very few ways to draw cards. What you do instead is you remove cards, right? There's inside the Spire, you don't have a ton of options for removal. You can remove 1 card per merchant. You can remove like at a few events, right? But for the most part, you're not like, if you add a card, it's staying for the rest of the run. When you you can add a few cards in the early game that are perspective in this game, cards that you're like, I might need this later. And then what you do is you just once you are strong enough, you just tunnel into every single removal you possibly can, stack up enough money, and power out a bunch of removals. Because if we were to look at the run summary here, right? You take a look at how many starter cards were in this deck. We had the 2 dead weights because you literally can't get rid of them. There was 1 unconsumed restore, 1 consumed restore, and 1 consumed torch. All of the rest of the starting cards, not counting the random starting cards because you don't want to typically remove those. Like they just got upgraded to become strong, steel enhancer, ritual of battle. And what was our uncommon starting card? Pyre Chomper. Yeah, he did his job. It was like the only card that wasn't removed from this deck was restore. So every single draw, every single card was in here because I wanted it to, because it had a purpose, right? Except for like maybe Hidden Passage. And once you have that, it doesn't matter that you can't manipulate your draw because you're just drawing 7 good cards per turn. That's my philosophy anyway. And I'll stop rambling now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop me that like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.